Hey everyone, welcome to the Relationship Smith Show. We are live. Anything you want to address? Anything like that you want to get out there now that like maybe hasn't been asked in an interview? I would love to give you the floor. Like, no, I am not. You don't have to have anything.
I don't really have anything. Like
It's
funny because Donna is teaching me a lot because I am having to step up and like I can be that assertive in certain situations, but I'm not generally that assertive. And I can be a bit of a wuss. So I kind of consider myself like a Donna light. But Donna's taught me that I can speak up more.
And you do it amazingly. Just like you own the scene as so many times. I'm not even sure you're always supposed to, but I'm like, Donna's in the room. Stuff's gonna change. That's why I loved. That's why I loved it towards the end of season 2 when you walked in the church. Like the bad stuff. Well, it's not a spoiler. It's been out for a while.
All right.
Spoilers.
That's because like I the first day I had to act with not had to act. I got to act.
You had to forced.
But it was the had is that I like. I have to act with Harold Perrineau. I better be good. I better be good. I was terrified that
he is killing it.
Oh man, he is.
Yeah.
He is. And he's just great to do a scene with it. Like he's fantastic. But I was really nervous because I was so aware of his work and think so highly of it that I was like, am I going to be able to meet him? So it's been a real pleasure. Great opportunity.
And the way you interact with, I've actually avoided a lot of interviews and stuff, but I have to believe that you and the cast get along great.
His cast amazingly well. Like it we have the Fromley name, which it came out of one of the Pega who plays Fatima came up with it. But it is a Fromley. Like it is a family. Like we get along extremely well. And the first part of it is I think the first season we were stuck in we weren't allowed out of Nova Scotia because of COVID. So we all found each other and we were each other's lifelines. And it's a really funny group of people. Like it's a really fun group of people. And
you could tell from following on like Instagram, like all the pictures and little videos that everybody's been putting out. If you follow like the cast, it's just so natural. And it's what's great is how serious a tone the show is, juxtaposed with your actual relationships with each other and the dialogue that goes on and off. Doing research for this interview, even as you're doing like, your conversations with other people, there's little interactions that you're having on the side with the other actors as well. It's just really cute and charming.
Okay.
So it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think we don't even think about it. It's just natural.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Yeah.
And it's
I hear that's fairly uncommon for casts to like reunite as a family. When it happens, it's magic, but you can't depend on it no matter how well the series is doing or who's there. To have that united group is a precious and rare thing.
I can't. I think there are people probably can speak to that better than I can. But, when I've gone on and done shorter stints on things, like, this is pretty unique. And to continue that we're in our 3rd season and it hasn't kind of soured.
I hope it never does. Like,
I hope so too.
Just the amount of respect that you have to have. Because looking around the cast, everybody is at the top of their game. They were picked for a reason, and it was a really good reason. And they get to shine, and you get to be there when they do, and support each other. And I don't know, it just seems like when you have that level of talent in a room, it's like the band Rush. There are 3 people who are supreme musicians. Of course, the product's going to be great, but hopefully they get along, and they have to because the what's coming out of it's great. And you can see that with a cast full of great actors.
Well, they're not just doing this show together too. I mean, she has her project Smoke Break. I mean, that's, you know, her friendship and cast bleeds into other roles as well. So that's fantastic.
No, like that's how Lisa, who directed and wrote that, we were looking for someone. I said, why don't we just get Pega? Pega would be great. So we did it together, which was lovely.
Yeah, Zazz tried very hard to find a way to watch it, and we never found a way. I guess it's on the circuit.
We're still trying to go into film festivals, and so we're not putting it anywhere until either we get into them or we don't get into anymore, and then we'll put it online.
Yeah, right the now, millisecond any film festival around here, I'm there. So yeah.
Well, we have to get it. Film festivals are a real. It's hard to get in. It's the first time I've been on that end of things that I was like, oh my God, your chances of getting in are small. So
I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
Well, I'm learning every day. It's awesome. As an introvert and in your from character being fairly different or an opposite, I wanted to ask you, what's it like getting to punch your husband in the face?
It was a lot.
Good.
But also, it was a lot of fun, and we have lots of we still joke about it, and we love he especially loves the GIF or GIF. I would say it wrong of it. He'll, if he sees it, he'll watch it over and over again. I was glad we got to do it because we hadn't had a chance to work together since we met. We met doing a play, and we have not worked together since, other than little workshops. So it was great that he came on and I got to punch him. And he's an amazing physical actor, so he can sell a punch. He can sell a lot of physical stuff.
I think that the fact that Donna is maybe the most beloved character on the show, and Dale might be one of the most hated, speaks volumes to how good of an actor both of you are. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
that's pretty great. Was it? I know it was a stage punch, but was it cathartic at all getting to do that?
I wouldn't say cathartic. It was just really fun. It was really fun.
How many
watching it? How many takes? It wasn't that many, actually. We had to do a few different angles, but what we did have was our stunt coordinator. We got to work on it beforehand, so I got to throw it a number of times off camera before we did it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you have something, Zazz? Sorry.
Oh no! I'm just I was thinking about a few episodes, but yeah, we'll move on. Yeah, it's fine.
I wanted to move on to again, spoilers. It's season 1 though. In the scene where Father Kotri dies.
Wait, what?
No,
sorry.
It didn't happen at all.
It never happened. Plot twist.
His credits were in season 2. It's fine. It was one of the most intense scenes of the entire season, and you were there holding his head while this actor is letting it all go. What is it like to be the person right next to the actor who is pouring everything out?
It's it's intense. It's a little, for me, it's a bit daunting because you don't want to steal. You don't want to steal from that moment. Yeah. You are purely there, like more than ever there to just be there for that other actor, which you should but it's extra when they're doing what Sean was doing.
He blew me away. Like, I know, I was thinking, like, of course, as soon as I like somebody, something's going to happen. So I wasn't totally taken by surprise by it, but his exit was heart crushing.
Yeah.
It was. The writers did a great job. He could not have done a better job going from this is a person you should like to a real person with real issues to they talk like a human, not always like a priest. And then Here, pour it all out and break their hearts.
He did a fantastic job.
But when he died, I looked at your character to just see like how do you do that as an actor? How do you just, this is your scene and it's pouring on me. So I was captured by that moment.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's interesting because in a way, I sort of feel like I'm amazed that you clocked me, because I was trying to just, I was like, this is about him. Like I'm sucking if I'm sucking if I'm taking it,
No.
away.
It was when he was dead. It affects everybody who's alive.
Pardon?
When he died, it affects everybody who's alive, because I just went to a funeral last week, and I don't mean to break down on any of this, but like the death of somebody affects everybody alive. So my instinct was to look up, and I just saw you, and you're doing your job, and I'm just like, then I thought instantly, how does it feel as an actor to be in the room for that? And it just kind of,
it's intense. It's incredibly supportive group of people, like our crew as well. We have a really incredible, warm, funny crew of people. So you're always in a safe room. I've never been on such a safe set.
Is it harder or easier to build those friendships on a show like this where anybody could disappear? Like any actor could be written off, and you're like, I don't want to be friends with you because I'm going to miss you too much. Or is there anything? You just let it all happen.
We're just, I don't think anybody's, I mean, I don't know of it, but we just all are friends, and we don't it if we think someone's going, or, so we were shocked. We were shocked when we all read it, the day after. Everybody was like, holy shit. But John, they will tell someone if they're going to go. They don't get the script and find out with everybody. Like Sean had been told that he was.
Why is my script so short?
Oh my God. That's a hard way to find out.
Just go to the last page.
I mean, he's still around. I mean, he shows up, for conversations.
No, and we didn't know that either, right? Like,
which is crazy awesome. But again,
it's like a few scripts later. It's like, back?
What? And terrifying. It's great.
That world was opened up to us.
Yeah.
Anybody could come back.
Do the writers of the show give you notes early on? Like, Donna never looks at a clock, something that might be important in season 4 or 5. They never like say you will never ever touch a gun or something like that. Well, I never do.
Never had anything like that said to me.
Okay. I feel like how like you build your character off of their notes or what they tell you that, I'm not looking for any spoilers, by the way. I was just curious if.
Well, no, I don't think you are. I really just us, working off the script, and like we talked about earlier, like I think they do pay attention to what we're bringing to it and build off that. But no, and actually, if you ask about things that are ahead of the game, John is really good at going, "Oh, that's interesting."
Maybe.
Pulls out a huge eraser and looks at the script and goes, "Yeah."
No, they don't give us things that they feel that our characters wouldn't know in advance, other than if they're going to
die.
Yeah, then they'll tell you in advance.
So back to the gun thing. You pumped a shotgun with one arm, one hand.
Yeah.
Did it feel as cool as it looked?
It did. I was really proud of myself, because when I saw the script, I was really excited, but I was like, oh, please don't look like a lady who's holding a purse with a gun. So
no, you were up there with Linda Hamilton.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I loved it, and they gave me the option of just that way or the one, and I was like, we're doing the one. And then actually, Jack Bender was like, no, and I went, I have worked on this, because he wanted to take the shot from a different angle. I was like, I have worked on this. I want to be handed. So we
I would insist too.
I did. I was really like, I was so proud of myself.
I loved it. Loved it. Yeah. Even my wife, while watching it, she's like, I told you I could do it. I'm like, all right, I'll teach you how to do it. Because I told her it's not an easy skill. It requires strength, and you have to know what you're doing and know what it's going to feel like whenever it comes back. And
yeah. No, I
just
had
pick it up and do it.
A fair bit to learn because I don't have a lot of experience with guns. So, it's like, that's why I was scared I'd look like a lady with a purse.
You look like a badass.
Awesome. I felt good about it in the end. I was like, yeah, it worked. It worked well.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Relationship Smith Show. We are